Hey, what's up, guys? This is the video based off of setting my altar up. So, during the winter months, like December, January, and February until March, I try to focus more on the darker side of my practice, and I try to work more with my ancestors and all of that. So, we're going to put this together. Like I said, I'm going to be working with my ancestors for the next 2 months. So we're going to take this gorgeous cloth and we're going to put it down. So this cloth is very sentimental to me because this was a cloth that I bought years ago for my practice and starting it up. So, at the center of my altar when I'm working with my ancestors, I always put this guy. Yes, everyone, this is the representation of Satan in the Christian pantheon. That is farther from the truth than anything. So this deity right here, his name is Bathaman. I don't worship him, but I use him for ancestor worship because he has the as above, so below, and I feel more and more connected when I use him for my ancestor practice because this is also a good representation of the dead. So you have the torch, you have the snakes. This is a representation of feminine and masculine energy. So on his chest there are breasts, and by his crotch area there are testicles. So this represents the feminine and masculine energies. This represents health right here. This is the eternal flame, etc., etc. And as you can see, this is not an upside down pentagram. We, as witches, want to... me, as a witch, better yet, am going to tell you that this is not a representation of the Christian pantheon, Satan. Satan is based off of this make. So the hoofs, head of a goat, horns, body of a human. This is nothing like Satan. I do not worship Satan whatsoever. I use him for ancestor work. So this guy goes right in the center of my altar space. You see, look, he's happy now because he knows that we're going to be using him for ancestor worship. Another statue that I use for ancestor worship is this guy. So this is my phantom. I got him about 13 years ago. It was a Halloween statue that I purchased at CVS, and ooh, he's dusty. So when I got him, I have these on here because this is bones and skulls. And he hates when these get taken off of him. He's made it very well known, the spirit that is connected to this. So this also is a representation of my ancestor worship that I also use. So I'm going to put him on this side, the left. When you're this way, it's the left. When I'm facing the camera, it's the right. So he's going to go right there. Another thing that I also put on my altar is this. These are fake black roses that are purple, orange, black. These are the colors that I represent for my own practice with death. I was trying to get all black ones, and I could not get all black ones. I could only get one. So we put this right there. Oop, my selenite. Another thing that I also put on my altar for ancestor worship, I'm trying to work more and more on palm reading. So I put this is a palm with different alchemical signs, the zodiac signs, lifelines, love lines. I'm trying to work more and more with my palm reading because that's what I'm wanting to focus on. So I'm going to put that right there. You guys can't see that, but we'll move it over right there. Ignore that orange hue. Another thing that I'm going to also be putting on here is this. So this is my cast iron cauldron. I use this for my own incense that I make for burning. I make incense that represent my ancestors, my honored dead, and all of that. And we're going to put it right there. Like, this is a heavy cast iron cauldron. I had a smaller one. Another thing that I am going to put on here is this. I'm not going to ring it because I'm not trying to let my spirit guides know that I'm wanting to work with them. So this is a golden bell, and it has the pentagram on the front. So when I work with my ancestors, I ring this before I start my incantations, and I call upon the towers of earth, air, fire, and water. So I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him right there on that side of the altar. Another thing that I use, and of course, like I said, I make my own incense, is I put my stone mortal and pestle. I got to get a new one that's bigger. And I'm going to put that right there on the other side of the cauldron, which you will see. So another thing that I put on here as well to represent the dead or my ancestors is I put skulls. So what I do is I try to put them side by side with Baphomet. So this is a good time to tell you guys that if you are starting this practice and you feel like something is not right, you can and you feel something should be changed around, change it. This is your space of work. Do whatever you need with it. So, another thing that I'm going to put on is I'm going to put this on. This is my silver pentacle. What I do is when I'm wanting to do a charm, I put this slap on top of my cauldron, and I put whatever I'm trying to charge up on it, and I let the smoke go through the holes. Another thing, as always, is you want to have a candle smusher. So I don't have candles up here, as you see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my tote that is below me, and then when spring comes and I start doing my elemental stuff, this will come out and I will set my altar up to be like that. So, another thing is, this is a jar that has my charcoal discs in it and a lighter just for the cauldron. I'm going to put it on that side with the cauldron. Another thing that I try to convince people to use, ooh, let me not touch these, these. These are, I get this name wrong all the time. Pendulums. There we go. So these are pendulums, and when it goes in a circle, I'm just showing you an example. This is yes. When it goes back and forth, it means no. Or it could be the opposite. Not overly sure. So since my cat likes to go on top of my altar, I'm going to try and wrap these around stuff that I know she's not going to touch. Oh, right here. Another thing I'm also going to be putting on is this. This is my skull with my raven. This also represents death and all of that, and honoring my ancestors, and I'm going to put that in the front of him. So this is just loose incense. I'm not overly sure what these are used for, but we're just going to put that up there. And since, I will be working with my ancestors, this is my Book of Shadows or my grimoire. I'm going to put it sideways on this side of my altar. This is my older one that don't want y'all seeing that. So this is my older one. Why are you not? Oh my goodness, hold on a second. These damn pages. Why are you? There we go. My goodness. So this is my older one that I had. I am transferring everything that I have in here into this one. So I'm going to put that on my altar as well. So come springtime, come the warmer weather, what is going to happen is when I do my altar for my elements, this is my Green Witch Book of Shadows. So basically this has all of my incense that I mix together, all of my herbs, and all that I combine to make concoctions with things. So let's see. This is not going to be on the altar right now for now. So I'm just going to put it on my bookshelf that's over here. And these will always be on my altar. So these are runes. These are healing runes. So basically how runes work is you gather them in your hand, you shake like a dice, and then you toss. Make sure you toss it on something soft. Do not toss it on hard. Your runes, if they're made of a cheap material, will shatter. And then you do a reading based off of this. So this will be going on the side where my cauldron is. These can go there. So, you guys are going to see in the video that I posted about my 1 year card spread, I said that I want to work with these decks. So I want to start working more with animals, my animal spirits. So the Sacred Forest, Woodland Wardens, and the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. So I'm going to use these and I'm going to have them on my altar. I always do when I want to use certain decks. I always put them on my altar. So right there, perfect example. I just moved that stuff over there. So they're on this side. And these three lovely girls can go right there because I want to start using those again. And that's basically it. This is what the altar looks like. As I said, I work more with the darker side of my practice when it is winter because everything is dead or has died, and we're slowly going into a rebirth season of 2025. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I make another video. Again, I do apologize for my last video that I made and this video if I seem a little off. It is 3-4 in the morning, my time where I am living, and I am tired, and I wanted to get these videos out for you guys ASAP. And as always, I love each and every one of you, and keep subscribing, share this. I want to be on the road to getting almost 500 subscribers before the end of the year, maybe more. Thank you all. Good night or good morning. Bye-bye.